Look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone.
We got this. Here we go. 30 base. Watch the screen. Out.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside. 2nd and 6. He finds an opening past the 40. And he will find his man on the outside. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
First down, New York. Let's go now. 60 yards. Get that quarterback. Jump now.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Set, ready? 15 line. 15 line. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
To throw on second down. Vance. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Tight go. Hey, lock it.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Yellow. 59. Watch the pass. Here we go. Check three. Check four. Shift. Watch the shift. Quick the edge. Come. Strike nice.
On first down, Akers. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Yellow. I'm the line. Watch the screen. Yellow. 951.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
First and 10 at the 25.
down. Akers. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Shift. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Shift. Hey, Ripley.
Now a give, right side. Akers. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Makes it 3rd and 2. Check 99. Check 13. Check 13. Hey, yo, go gun. Right side. Check 53's Mike. Check 50. Right side.
On 3rd down, Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alert 3. Alert 3. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now a give, right side. Akers. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Undercrunch. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. I got you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Cut. He's checking.
Taylor. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down. 10-2 soft. Hey, Haywood. Yep. Mike 51. I'm coming after you.
To throw on 3rd down. Vance. And that is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Check. Motion out of the backfield.
Mahomes now on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much. As he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Vance. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now a give, right side. Akers. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Check 6-6. Pull it high. Jam. Check. Lucky.
Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Ready?
From the gun, Vance. This is caught by Jackson. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on first down, Vance, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing again. Vance. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Exit.
On third down, Vance. And he comes back with one complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards.
And the Jets first down.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half and some of these shorter gains.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And they're going deep for Hill. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 82 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Looking to throw. Vance. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. On first down, Vance is complete to Jones. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes firing complete. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Hey, 4-1's Mike, 4-1's Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh, bang, bang, bang. Attack, attack. Bang, bang. Watch twist, watch twist, watch
On first down, Akers. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Don't say nothing. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Yellow. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
40 yellow. Hey, watch it, watch it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check 41. We own them. We own them.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
64, weak.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mahomes now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow. 41's coming, flat track. Hey, watch the slant.
Working from the gun, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 2nd down, Akers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Fire down these two. Let's go, defense. Out of time. It's out of time. Check 24. Check 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check. Watch safety creep. Safety's creep. Yellow. Check 9.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
15.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, pick it up. 15. Mike 15, 6. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Right here, guys. Mike 51.
Now here's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from...
Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds. Nursing this fourth quarter lead, you want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Yellow.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Isaac. 53 is the mark. 53, check 53. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Isaac.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he coughed it up, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Following the fumble recovery, Vance, he lets this one fly toward the back of it. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Stop your whining. Watch it.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Showing it. Check nickel. Watch the safety creep. Check. Hold on these two.
They'll try the left side. Akers, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Mott's 56. Coming to you.
From the 30 on second down, Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Mike 56. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Clear. Check 5.
To throw again. Vance. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, New York.
18, Gator. I can't believe they let you. Hey, Alpha. I can't believe they even let you play. 51 to Mike. 50 wants the mic. Come to my work. Big rip.
On 1st and 10, Vance, he's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Vance. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Come back. 43.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. What? Squeeze. Check. Break now.
Throwing again. Vance.
Got you, boy.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Results in a 4th down.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This will be, 38 yards out. And this one is right through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, Foxtrot. Check 59, Mike is 59.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Kansas City, they fall